Hey y'all, we're the Learning Estheticians and class is in session.
Let's talk about it. Gaps in your schedule, clients who don't rebook, tight margins, and high processing fees.
Sound familiar?
Because when you're running your own aesthetics business, you don't have time to sit around trying to figure out where you could be making more money.
That's why we love Gloss Genius, the system that helps you bring in more revenue and get more time back.
It fills your calendar, helps rebook clients, and upsells your high margin services automatically.
Plus, their point of sale helps you earn more while saving money on fees.
And they've got all your HIPAA compliant tools you need for charting, consents, and client records without all the admin chaos.
So if you're ready for more revenue and more time for everything else,
See it for yourself. Use code LEARNING at glossgenius.com for 50% off your first 2 months of their gold or platinum plan.
class is dismissed.
Gotta find beauty in the flow. The more you know, the more you glow. Take it everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. We're empowered, intentional, doing so care. Elevate, share, get it all right here. Good vibes, good time. You know that we're all right. Everybody get your learn on.
Hey y'all, welcome back. So how y'all been? Guys, I have to say it has been a roller coaster for me, but one of the things that I am, and I mean roller coaster in emotion right now, school is ending and I've been working out of school, so we only have 2 more weeks of school, and I have not currently been in the treatment room, nor am I working in my spa anymore. But this pocket of time being a teacher, number one, I understand why our teachers were so excited. I'm like, come on, come get your kids, love them, but bye. Okay, love you, but bye. But I'm also a little bit apprehensive because, wow, I have to apply for unemployment for this time period until school starts back up, as well as having to see if I want to get another job. I'm also working on getting into nursing school, and I've had a couple hurdles there. I'm going to share that on like a story time or something, maybe a pop-up episode, but definitely will be on my TikTok and Instagram. I'm going through that process because I really couldn't even think about what words to put together to explain how I like this process because it sounds very minimum, but it has been like little hills and dives and potholes and like little craters that come out of nowhere and different things I got to do. And then I got to wait on this person and then I need to do this. And then this takes 3 to 15 business days. So it's been that type of process getting back into school. So all of these things are on my mind. So when I say roller coaster of emotions, that's what I mean. But I hope you have been okay. And if you are going through a roller coaster woe of emotions, I hope y'all are riding that thing like Six Flags, okay? Because that's what I'm doing. So before we get into today's topic, which is Azelaic Acid, this is the first episode for a series I wanted to start called Ingredients. Whoa, icky ingredients. And we are starting with A for Azelaic Acid. And before we get into that, we're going to jump into Lex Twister content where the conversation is always rated Lex and is built to make your soul glow. I want to get into the conversation in the next episode about self-sabotage for explicit content. But for this one, I want us to start with this question here. What am I running from and what am I running towards? And if it's none, you're not running from anything and you're not running towards anything, that's fine. But I want you to sit down and answer that question for yourself. Are you running from something? Are you avoiding something? Are you running from something so it doesn't catch up to you? Are you running towards a goal? Or are you running towards, sometimes you be running towards a burning fire. What are you running towards right now? If you sit down and think about yourself, other than those of us that are in the gym, because right now I try to run towards getting this 5K under control and I'm running away from this belly. But emotionally, I think I am running away from self-sabotage because I can see different different things that are going to happen well for me, but there's obstacles and I'm starting to give myself that negative self-talk. What are you running from and what are you running towards? Get your notebook out and write that down. You should have already had it out because we're the Learning Estheticians podcast and we like to take notes and learn. But get ready and buckle up your seatbelt because it's time to go into the lessons lounge.
Ride on the magic school bus.
A is for Azelaic Acid. I feel like it's F is for friends who do stuff together, or I need to think of a different AB song. By the end of this, we're going to have the ABC song, but we're talking about Azelaic Acid today. And it's one of those ingredients, like, it's not flashy, it's not loud, and it's not one of those things that are like transformative overnight, but it's definitely started to pick up online. And the first thing we're going to do is talk about how does it work. When people hear the word acid, they often assume exfoliation, but azelaic acid is a little different. Azelaic acid is a naturally occurring dicarboxylic. Clock it, I had to work on that. Acid that works through multiple pathways in the skin. Instead of focusing on one specific concern, it helps regulate several processes that contribute to common skin conditions. One of the ways it works is by helping normalize keratinization, which is the process of skin cells forming, maturing, and shedding. When this process becomes disrupted, dead skin cells can build up inside of the follicle, increasing the likelihood of congestion and breakouts. By helping regulate the process, azelaic acid can reduce the formation of the microcomedones, the tiny clogged pores that can eventually develop into acne lesions. A acid also has anti-inflammatory properties, which is important because inflammation is involved in many skin conditions. Okay, how many of us know that? Inflammation be the root, it be the bully, including acne, rosacea, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. In addition, it has antimicrobial activity against acne-associated bacteria and helps inhibit triosinase, one of the enzymes involved in the melanin production. The big takeaway is that azelaic acid isn't just an acne ingredient, and that's what makes her tea. Okay, she is a round-the-way girl. She can help with more than one thing. It's a multitasking ingredient that influences inflammation, pigmentation, bacteria, and abnormal keratinization at the same time. Objective number two in your notebook. Why do estheticians reach for azelaic acid? One of the biggest frustrations clients have is that the breakout goes away, but the evidence that it happened sticks around. The pimple leaves, but the pigmentation stays. How many times have we had a pimple and the pimple wasn't even the bane of our existence? It was the dark mark it left behind. The inflammation calms down, but the redness, the mark, the bruise, the boo-boo, it hangs around like, why are you still here?
Go home, Roger.
That's one of the reasons why estheticians love A acid. It helps us address both the event and the aftermath, okay? We're taking care of something that came and left a mark and then left your life, all right? Okay, that will preach right there, hallelujah. People come into your life, they cause an impact, they go about their way, but they leave a mark. And there's evidence of their presence. Okay, let me get back to this. That's one of the reasons why estheticians love it. Clinically, there are 4 major reasons why we reach for A acid. Acne, because it helps regulate the keratinization, reduce inflammation, and decrease bacterial activity. Azelaic acid can also be beneficial for acne-prone skin. Rosacea, because it's commonly used in rosacea management because of its anti-inflammatory properties. It can help reduce redness and inflammatory lesions while generally being well tolerated. It can help with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation by helping inhibit triosinase activity. It can support the improvement of the discoloration left behind after the inflammation. It helps with melasma because of its pigment regulating properties. A acid is also frequently incorporated into melasma treatment plans. What makes this ingredient special is these concerns often overlap. We're normally dealing with 1, 2, 3, not just one. And we don't want to throw all these products at our clients. A client may have acne, redness, hyperpigmentation, all at the same time. And A acid allows us to target multiple concerns with one ingredient. Objective number 3, where does A acid fit into the treatment plan? Now let's think like estheticians, okay? Because we are. When I think about recommending azelaic acid, I think about clients who need correction but also need support. I think about maybe our clients that have had more extensive treatments and more extensive products, and now we are in maintenance. Or maybe they have acne, but their barrier is compromised. Maybe they have hyperpigmentation, but stronger active ingredients leave them irritated. Maybe they struggle with redness and sensitivity while also dealing with breakouts. These are often the clients who can benefit. One thing I appreciate about this ingredient in particular, she's versatile. Okay? She can put on heels and a tennis shoe and still slay. It can fit into an acne focused protocol, a pigmentation focused protocol, and a conscious treatment plan. However, it's important to set realistic expectations because azelaic acid is not a quick fix, okay? She is not your one night stand. It's a consistency ingredient. It works best when used regularly over time, gradually helping to regulate, calm, and improve the overall skin function. And honestly, some of the best ingredients in skincare are the ones that quietly do the work. We don't always need a loud product, okay? Doing the work behind the scenes can be effective. Azelaic acid isn't the loudest ingredient in skincare, but it might be one of the hardest working. Okay, honey? So that was just a quick overview of what azelaic acid is. And then right now it's causing a little stir on the social media because it's a whole thing about using what you're knowing. They're going over all the different strengths because there's a 5, 10, 20, 15. But you know what time it is. It's time to go into our glow notes. Glow note number 1. Azelaic acid is a multi-mechanism ingredient that helps regulate keratinization, inflammation, bacteria, and pigmentation. Glow note number 2. It can be used for acne, rosacea, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and melasma. Glow note number 3. Azelaic acid is often a great option for clients who need visible results but may not be able to tolerate something more aggressive, like active ingredients. And also one thing to keep in mind with azelaic acid, even though it's not super harsh, she comes with a little bit of bite for some folks when they're getting used to it. So it still may sting a little, but it's not that sting where it's like, we're putting a 30% glycolic acid on your face. It is not that type of sting. But that's all I have for you today for the Glow Notes and for our Lessons Lounge. You can unbuckle your seatbelt because class is out of session. But before we exit out the door, you got to get your homework. And it's called Follow the Ingredient. Choose one product that contains azelaic acid and answer these questions. What concentrate of azelaic acid does this product contain? What concern is this product marketed for? Acne, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, melasma, multiple concerns. Which mechanism of action is the brand highlighting? Is it anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, pigment regulation, or keratinization support? And based off of what you learned today, would you recommend this product for the same concern that the brand markets it for or something different? And then number 5, if you look into your back bar, do you have anything with azelaic acid in it? And number 6, make a video telling your viewers and your followers what the heck azelaic acid is because it is all up and down our timelines. Remember, great estheticians don't just memorize ingredients, they learn how the ingredients solve problems. Okay, honey? That's all I have for you today, guys. I know it was a brief episode. I am working on becoming more concise. I do want to let you guys know that in the Facebook group, along with a coloring page and an activity sheet for each ingredient that we go over. But you can only get this by joining the Facebook group. The Learning Estheticians Podcast Facebook group is a worldwide international study group. We listen to the episode, we're going to come and talk. Me and Jess are working on building up this group and have very big aspirations and goals for this podcast, and we need your support. So please make sure you leave us a review. We love constructive criticism. Screenshot yourself listening to this and tag us because we're going to start doing giveaways starting in July. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you learned something about azelaic acid to take away. And remember, everybody get your learn.
Gotta find beauty in the flow. The more you know, the more you glow. Take it everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. We're empowered, intentional, doing so care. Elevate, share, get it all right here. Good vibes, good time. You know that we're all right. Everybody get your learn on. Everybody get your grow on, go on. Everybody get your shine on. Right here's where it's at all the time. Oh, everybody get your learn on. Everybody get your grow on, go on. Everybody get your shine on. Right here's where it's at, queen shine on.
Go home.